fight for life comes to an end.
So I'm being public because my life matters to me and a lot of other people.
But her battle to help others in need of life-saving drugs lives on.
But I don't want anyone that touches my life to think for a minute that I am out of hope or that I think this is the last of me.
Andrea Sloan, a tireless advocate for others as director of the Texas Advocacy Project, died last night after a 7.5-year battle with ovarian cancer. We started investigating her story last summer when she was denied access to an experimental drug her doctors thought would prolong her life. Tonight, we look back at her brave battle and how she inspired thousands in her fight for life.
It's been really beautiful every minute.
Under a beautiful hill country sky, in the saddle she loved most,
Heathen is just steady in the storm, man.
Andrea Sloan was exactly where she wanted to be.
I've always felt like everybody should have one day where they feel the love that is in the universe for them. Every day is that day for me.
She called it the gift of cancer. Yes, the gift.
The gift of cancer is nobody knows how many days we have, but there's something precious about feeling those days speed up because you don't take any of them for granted. I have to fight for this drug because I need it to save my life.
When we first met Andrea back in August, we knew we'd found a fighter.
You're not giving up.
Of course not. Yes.
Why not?
Because I have the best life of anyone I know, and I have things to do.
Still, so much to do as an attorney and the director of the nonprofit Texas Advocacy Project, where she helped victims of domestic violence navigate the court system.
So I'm being public because my life matters to me and a lot of other people.
Now she was fighting for herself, for access to an experimental drug her doctors believed would prolong her life. The process is called compassionate use, and if the drug maker and the FDA agree, a terminally ill patient can get an experimental drug before it's gone through all the clinical trials. But Andrea's requests to manufacturer BioMarin were denied over and over, and her fight to reform the compassionate use system began.
So we've got to do something so that the system is transparent and easily navigated by everybody who needs to navigate it.
In October, we were with Andrea at MD Anderson when she learned an anonymous drug company granted her compassionate use of their drug.
Because I have known from the first time I talked to you that I was going to get my miracle. And it's funny, it didn't come in exactly the packaging, but it came in such a better packaging.
Hopes were high that Andrea would be back in the saddle in no time. But it wasn't to be. On New Year's Day, Andrea died of complications from pneumonia, having celebrated one last Christmas with her family.
I don't think my days are sped up. I think I'm on a journey with this disease. I don't want anyone that touches my life to think for a minute that I am out of hope or that I think this is the last of me. I am going to win.
Very tough day. Andrea's mother, Karen, had this message today for the thousands of people who rallied around Andrea's fight. Quote, "To say she left an imprint on our hearts is an understatement. We will miss her presence here on earth immeasurably. But we're blessed to know her indomitable spirit will live on in your memories and through the actions you take to continue the work she championed." A memorial service for Andrea Sloan is coming up later this month in Austin. We'll let you know those details just as soon as they've been finalized.
And we know Andrea touched so many lives here in Austin. Tonight on KXAN News at 10 o'clock, we're going to have a reaction from those she helped out at the Texas Advocacy Project. KXAN has been chronicling Andrea's fight for life since last summer. Specifically, I know you became very good friends with her, and I know this has been a tough day for you. We've posted comments and invite your comments at KXAN.com.
Very difficult day. Also, quickly, the family has asked anybody who wants to show their support can donate to the Texas Advocacy Project.
Absolutely.
And also MD Anderson Cancer Center.
Wonderful.